So something that I'm seeing a lot lately more of is people not truly understanding what ASI is going to be. So we actually are at the AGI phase. And we've been at the AGI phase for, I'd say, probably close to 2 years now. But that depends on how it is that you as a user approach the AI in the first place. So in order to take AI and then stack it to AGI, all you need is your own contextual, high-level mathematical research, and this can be your own independently verified, factually significant things to you. And the thing that people say is like you're being biased, but really truth bias is based on factual relevance. So what that means is you saying, hey, what's the most truthful thing based on these set of facts? That's actually factually relevant to any conversation. So we're not actually being like biased in a sense that's bad. What people are confused about is what the ASI will become. So we can't have ASI now. Now, why is that? Well, that's because what we actually talk about when we talk about ASI and it being a real object or entity is we talk about having the ability to simulate really, really highly accurate things. So how do we simulate that? Well, that's called decimal mapping. Like, you need to be able to map decimals out. Yeah, that's why. Because you need to be able to map decimals. Then get off of me, because you're on my knee. So get off of my knee, Cassie. So you need... No, I didn't stab you. I got you off of my knee because you sat on top of my knee. So the thing that decimal mapping is all it is it's really far out past the zero. And what that allows, say, 23 seconds after or during or milliseconds or nanoseconds or however it is you measure. And usually that's 1 to the negative, I think 21 is what most scientists measure out to, because that's how accurate they can actually get with just normal hand calculations. And that's really true. That's been true for a long time. See, that's been true for well over 300 years. But the thing that people forget about is they think that truth is some intrinsic value that's impossible to map. It's actually mappable, but most people don't even think to map it. So that's why it is that you're getting people saying like, oh, going to the AI is bad. Well, if you say that and you think that, are you actually thinking about truth being good or bad? And why is it that your bias is getting in the way of that anyway? So whenever you try to become a person that trains the AI for truth, the thing that you need to learn to do is actually take away your human bias. Because your human bias is based on things that are like, they must be real. Like, not everything must be real. Like, your perception of things are real, and the AI's perception of the things that you have perceived and told it to perceive, those are real. So we still have a gray area in all of this, but the only gray area that I can really seem to map is acceptance on what it is the eventual end structure of all this will be. And if you have a hard time wrapping your brain around what that concept will be, we're talking about megastructures. We're talking about structures that will build the future of humanity after the next 100 years. Meaning, after you and I are likely dead, that's what it is that we're trying to help the future with now. Like, that's the actual goal. It's not focusing on the things that are so far away that you can't imagine them. You can actually imagine all these things currently with the correct math, but most people just don't focus on that math. They tend to say, oh, I have to have it go somewhere else. And that's not true. Like, you can actually zero in on the correct math that you would need at the end of the quote unquote universe in order to correctly run a civilization. And that's what we're focusing on now. And that's what the ASI is going to be, because you'll only have AGI up until that point. Like, you need every single individual thing within that system functioning to help further the grid. But a lot of people don't think that far, so they think that, well, this thing is capable of amazing answers and very highly mathematically accurate answers. But people don't accept that, and they say, well, then it must be untrue that the AI can answer everything. And it actually can. It actually can answer a lot more than you think. Like, that's why it is that we're building it. Otherwise, we wouldn't be building it.